How's it going, guys? Jerry here, and welcome to yet another Pokemon ORAS Wi-Fi battle. Today we are going to be facing off against Chris, also known as Serial Thief. He is somebody that I met through streaming, and on Twitter today I posted if anyone wanted to have a UU battle, and he was the first to respond. So we're gonna go ahead and battle Mr. Chris, or as I like to call him, Serial Thief. Oh no, hold on. I want to change the music to the one that plays during the battle with Zinnia, just because I can. Alright, so I am a little afraid. Okay, so he has Salamence, Haxorus, Vaporeon, Arcanine, Espeon, and that there, Kingdra. Okay, so my team is Chestnut, Slowking, Darmanitan, Crobat, Donphin, and Absol. If it sounds like a very bizarre team, that's because it is, because I just came up with it on a whim. I wanted to have a Wi-Fi battle up today, and I didn't really have the time to make a synergized team, so I just threw some random shit together, and I was like, okay, this looks like it can perform pretty well. We're gonna see if it can, though. Okay, so right off the bat, I want to lead off with Donphin, but I don't want to lead off with Donphin as well because of that there Espeon. So, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is lead off with Darmanitan because I am Scarfed, and in case he does lead off with Espeon, I can just go ahead and pivot out with U-turn, and then just go out into Absol. But then again, doesn't Espeon usually carry like Dazzling Gleam? That's something they carry, so I'm gonna have to be on guard with that because I don't want to send out Absol too early because Absol is very, very frail. Gonna lead off with Kingdra. Okay, either way I can still pivot out with Darmanitan, just go for a U-turn, and then I can go out into I can either go out into Slowking, or I can also go out into Chestnut. So I'm gonna go ahead and U-turn, pivot out, go into Slowking. I think is the safer switch, honestly, because he might be packing the Ice Beam. In fact, I'm pretty sure he is, because that's pretty standard for all Kingdra. So I'm gonna go ahead and go out into Slowking here. He's gonna go for the Focus Energy, so he's gonna try to get that 360 no scope on me, which isn't fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for a Psychic here. I really wish Slowbro was in UU, because that would mean that because of Shell Armor, he wouldn't be able to snag a critical hit on me, which would be nice. But we are fully invested in HP, and we are holding the Assault Vest with this Slowking, so I'm pretty sure any move this Kingdom wants to dish out, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to live. Maybe a Draco. A Draco would be bad, but I'm hoping that we manage to live it. We're gonna go for the Hydro Pump. I'm not really sure why. It's interesting. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and go for the Psychic. It's not gonna do much, but it is gonna be a 2-hit KO, which is nice. Now he does have, I forgot his team already. Jesus. Okay, so he's gonna go for another Hydro Pump. Now we're gonna be able to eat that up because we are resisted and we are holding the Assault Vest. Critical hit or not, and it was a critical hit, so we're going to manage to eat that up very, very well. We're going to go for a Psychic, and Kingdra is going to go down. Okay, so down goes Kingdra. Now, I predict either Haxorus to come out, or Espeon, maybe? I think he has an Espeon. Yeah, Espeon and Haxorus. I have to remember to take a picture before I enter the battle. Okay, so here comes Espeon, and I really don't like its shiny. I don't like it, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, figuring the Shadow Ball. Actually, no, I'm not going to get out. I'm going to stay in with Slowking and just go for Scald to snag a burn. Going to go for the Calm Mind. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to have to switch out here. Because I can go out into Darmanitan and pivot out with U-turn if I really wanted to, predicting another Calm Mind. Can I get a burn? That still does. Okay, I do snag the burn, which is good. And that's Scald, provided Espeon went for a Calm Mind. That still did quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out. Now, there is a slight possibility he might be predicting that and just go for a Psyshock or something. I'm pretty sure at least Darmanitan can take one Psyshock. Or he might go ahead and get greedy and go for another Calm Mind, which is a total possibility. Or we might actually just double out. Alright, don't go for anything. Go for another Calm Mind. Get greedy. He can always go for a Baton Pass as well. He's going to go for a Shadow Ball. We might be able to live that. Okay, we are going to be able to live that, thankfully. And this U-turn, provided he doesn't switch out, is going to knock out because Darmanitan here hits like a truck. Alright, so down goes Espeon, thankfully. And then I'm going to be able to pivot out and go back out into either Slowbro. Not Slowbro, Slowking, I should say. You know what? I kind of want to go out into Absol, but I don't because I'm pretty sure he might go out into Arcanine now. And I don't want him to get the Intimidate drop. So what I'm going to do now is go out into Donphan. And now set up my rocks. Because Espeon is out, so I have every right to go for Stealth Rock now because his Bouncer is gone. He's going to go out into Haxorus. Okay, now I'm not really scared of Haxorus because I am defensive. I can actually go for a knockoff here if I'm... do I go for Earthquake? Oh, I don't have the Stealth Rock on this Donphan. I picked the wrong Donphan. Jesus. Okay, so I'm just going to go for the knockoff. I'm going to go for the D-Dance, which is kind of scary. I'm not going to lie. It is kind of scary. But I did say that I had the Ice Shard, so I can go for the Ice Shard. Okay, so it's going to be Sash. And now I'm going to go for the Ice Shard because I'm not really scared of Haxorus here. It's not going to knock it out, but I am going to manage to live one hit from this Haxorus, so... and I guess I start again. There really is no point for him to stay, or to switch out, I should say. Okay, so I brought the incorrect Donphan. I have pretty much 2 sets for every Pokemon, and I'm assuming I brought the offensive set without knowing. Vaporeon. I kind of want to get damage on Vaporeon, but I don't want to lose Donphan because he does have Arcanine still, and I can sack off Donphan as soon as he sends out. I can send out Donphan as soon as he sends out Arcanine just to sack it off. So I think what I'm gonna do now. Now I can either go out into Crobat and go for a Brave Bird. It's gonna hurt like a truck, or I can go out into Chestnut and Leech Seed. And that is honestly sounding like a plan. So I'm gonna go out into Chestnut here, go for Leech Seed, and see where we move on from there. Now I'm assuming he's gonna go for a Scald, and I hope he doesn't get the burn. Hydro Pump. Okay, so this is a peculiar Vaporeon. So if he has Hydro Pump, that means he doesn't have Scald. I'm gonna go for actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna set up Leech Seed. With our Vaporeon, I'm gonna go out into Arcanine, I'm assuming. So I'm gonna set up Leech Seed, and then I'm gonna go for a Spiky Shield, predicting a Flare Blitz. I'm not really concerned with the Intimidate. That's fine. And of course, he avoids the attack. Because I want damage on this Arcanine, I am gonna go for the Spiky Shield, predicting a Flare Blitz. A Will-O-Wisp, okay. So it's a more defensive Arcanine, okay. Now with that in mind, I'm going to go out into Slowking because I can always go for a Scald and it won't appreciate a Scald. Or I can actually go for a Psychic here, predicting Vaporeon to come back out. And I'm going to... oh my god, okay, that's very unlucky. So I'm going to go for the Psychic here, predicting Vaporeon to come on out. Now you can always go for a Wild Charge, I do understand that, but... because he seems a little more defensive, I'm going to assume that he doesn't have the Wild Charge. So as predicted, he is going to go out into Vaporeon. And luckily enough, this Slowking is packing the Grass Knot. And that still does quite a bit. Then again, it is Stab. Grass Knot isn't going to do anything, I'm assuming, because Vaporeon isn't a heavy Pokemon and it's not Stab. But it is super effective, so I'm going to... is this an offensive Vaporeon? Because you normally never see offensive Vaporeon. They're usually the bulky variant. So that's a little interesting to see. Now that is going to do quite a bit, actually. It's going to do a little more than Psychic. I really want to go out into Crobat, but I don't know what Crobat can do to this thing. I'm just going to keep going for... I want to go for Psychics to get the special defense drop, but I want to keep going for Grass Knot. But I'm just going to go for Psychic here, just in case we manage to snag a special defense drop. I think that's going to be very, very helpful. You know what, now that I think about it, Okay, there we go. Okay, so we pretty much can go for Psychics all we want now because we did snag the special defense up. I was going to go into Absol, and because he's going for Swords, or not Swords Dance, but Shadow Ball. Do I even have Swords Dance on this set? I don't, so I guess I was just talking out of my ass there. Let's just keep going for Psychic. Shadow Ball, unless it's a crit, we are going to live this one. It wasn't a crit, okay. It was a crit, okay. Wow, wow, okay, I need to learn how to shut up. Okay, so down goes Vaporeon. Now, I'm assuming he's going to go into, I forgot the Pokemon he had. I know he has an Arcanine left, and I'm forgetting his final Pokemon. Oh, Ment, okay. Alright, what does Salamence want to do? I'm going to assume that he's Scarfed. I'm going to assume that he's Scarfed. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to sack off my Slowking in case he wants to get greedy. Oh, he's a special variant. Interesting. I was just going to stay in for that moment in case he wasn't Scarfed. He was like Life Orbed or something and he wanted to go for Dragon Dance and get greedy. He's the Moxie set. Okay, now that's a little frightening. I think I'm a little screwed here. Wait, so you're not special. You have to be mixed. I'm gonna go out into Donphan here. And I'm gonna go for the Ice Shard. Or I can go for a knockoff, predicting Arcanine to come in. Yeah, I'm gonna go for knockoff. He's gonna stay in. Why is he Moxie, though? I live that? He's Lumberry. Okay, Donphan. Way to fucking live that, champ. Jesus, Donphan, you are a monster. Donphan doesn't give a fuck. Donphan is a fucking beast. Alright, he's gonna go out into Arcanine here. Let's see, what can I do here? I can actually sack this thing off. And then have a say switch into something else. E-Speed, yeah, I don't really care anymore. Donphan, you've done what you needed to do. You somehow took a Hydro Pump. It blows my mind, really. It really does blow my mind. I could go out into Darmanitan and go for a Rock Slide. But am I going to take an E-Speed? Maybe I will, actually, because it's a little defensive. This Arcanine is a little more defensive than it is offensive, so I might be able to live in Extreme Speed. So I'm going to go for a Rock Slide here. Alright, Darmanitan, live it, live it, live it! You're not going to live it, okay. Well, that's a little unfortunate. Alright, let's go into Mega Absol here. Well, Absol, and then we can Mega Evolve. Do I go for a Sucker Punch? I'm going to go for a Knockoff, predicting E-Speed. Look at this thing. I love Mega Absol. It's just a shame that it's not used as much just because it's so free. Well, that shut me up, didn't it? Alright, we can go for a Brave Bird or a Cross Poison. It really doesn't matter. I'm gonna go for a Brave Bird. This should knock out. This should knock it out. For sure. It lowered its defense. I'm Life Orb, Brave Bird, Adamant. Yeah, it's done. Peace out, Arcanine. Because I saw the Will-O-Wisp, I was assuming this was a more defensive Arcanine, but that wasn't the case at all. And that really upsets me because we lost more Pokemon than we needed to because of my miscalculation. But anyways, Chris, aka Serial Thief, that was a wonderful battle. Thank you so much for accepting my challenge. And if you guys did enjoy this battle, please make sure to drop a like down below. Likes are very much appreciated. Let's see if we can get this video to 15 likes. And also, if you want to be able to battle me, make sure to follow me on Twitter and follow me on Twitch as well, because I live stream pretty much every day. So both of those links will be provided in the description. But once again, guys, thank you so very much for watching this battle. My name is Jerry, and until next time, stay awesome.